Hello and welcome to the Adelaide Footy League Round 14 action here at Pertaringa Oval. We have a very interesting clash on our hands. Gully versus St Peter's, last versus third to last in a very massive, very important game for that relegation battle in Division 1 here. Thanks to Dartfish, our major sponsor for today's stream, Dartfish. All your stats and all your needs on there to find out all the key stats for each game, so have a look at that. But yeah, I'm here with Jack Banwell. Jack, happy to have you with me today for a very interesting match.
No, thank you. Yeah, it's an intriguing one. I'm looking forward to it for sure. Gully a few weeks ago, we were just outside the 5, but have slid the last month or so and find themselves in a bit of a lean trot. And St Peter's sitting bottom. No other words, but they need a win today to try and survive and kickstart the back end of their year with I think 4 rounds to go after today.
Yeah, so St Peter's in 10th place, 3 wins, 10 loss record. Gully only 1 win away from them, so 4 and 9. Between them is Brighton, who have a draw just separating them. So 2 points, but from 10th place to 8th place. Very interesting last few weeks for that relegation zone, and who drops out of Div 1 and goes into Div 2. So yeah, well said. Mentioned about the lean spell, St Peter's have lost 4 in a row, Gully 5 in a row. So definitely someone will be very happy to get the win here, get back on the winners list, and really propel themselves forward for the last few games of the minor season.
No, certainly. Conditions today, we're in the northeast of Adelaide. It tends to be a bit windy around here, so I think there's a breeze favouring the left of the screen. The weather though, sunny skies, not really any sign of rain around, but things can change pretty quickly. But on top, ground conditions look good. There's always a bit of mud around this time of year at most ovals around the Adelaide Footy League. But all in all, conditions should be pretty good, and we should see some good skills being at Division 1 and hopefully high scoring.
Yeah, for sure. And it's good to see some of the key players back for St Peter's. Vrodos is back in, Edwin Allen back in. Still no Michaels, their top goal scorer, and Ben McGill got injured last week. I was at that game, so unfortunately he's not in. But look out for Nick McGill, still very good handy. His brother, very good game. As for Gully, no Olsen in this one of their better players. He's been in their best 6 out of the 13 rounds, but they do have quite a strong team still on the paper, and it'll be very interesting to see here at home at Pertaringa. They do play this ground well as well. But you had some stats about their average points against for Gully?
Yeah, certainly. Talk about a lean spell. After round 8, Gully were averaging 86 points for and had a pretty good defence, only conceding 75 points a game. And that's dipped dramatically in the last 5. They've only averaged 55 points per game for and averaging 94 points against. So something's gone wrong, not too sure. We're only speaking with the stats here, but hopefully they can turn that around this afternoon.
Yeah, exactly. No, good stats on your end, good research. So yeah, as we see the teams in the huddles about to get into their positions here at Pertaringa Oval, very crucial game for this season. In the context of this season, we'll see how it plays out. I think the early lead will be very big too, just to get that confidence. Who can kick the first 2 goals or first goal? See what they can do. Gully staying in the huddle a little bit longer than St Peter's. Wonder if what that means exactly. But St Peter's already nearly in their positions, and Gully still in the huddle.
Looks like St Peter's kicking to the right of screen. Ty Bedford making his way down to the forward line. That's where he applies most of his trade, unless the coach is playing some mind games with Gully, starting him in defence. We'll wait and see in the next moments before this ball gets thrown up.
Yes, that's right. Now it looks like they are kicking to the right. Harvey George is down there as well. He's a very good player, and Gully's defence have some good names. You can see them getting in their positions now, and it'll be interesting to see how they can stop those 2 dangerous players. But straight in the middle, looks like it's going to be Lockwood against Penny. Both very good ruckmen in this Adelaide Footy League. Lockwood played his 200th game for the club last week, so congrats to him. And Penny, one of the premier ruckmans in the competition. As well as shout out Will Montgomery with his 50th game for today. So a very good effort, 50 games. So we'll see how Montgomery gets on in his milestone match. Straight from the middle, it's going to be a soccer kick there from Penny, looking to clear the area. It's going to be wrapped up for a repeat stoppage straight in the middle of the ground. Right in the muddy bit, as you can see, but that's what we love about the Adelaide Footy League and local footy. Good tackle there, applied by Lockwood, holding the ball. It's always good when your ruckmen do that. Looking for the extra 25, it's given. Maybe a little bit harsh, threw it a little bit high, and going to be given the extra 25. Now the inside 50 is going to come from Lockwood's big kick. Looking up the field, there's a lot of movement for him. Early run there made by his teammate, ignores it and goes longer. Down the field, looking for the mark in front, just couldn't take it. It's going to be softly kicked out. Looking for someone who can get a quick snap away or find a mark. But Teacher Gully's defence do get the ball away. Miskicked it, so the pressure's still on. Looking for Bedford, the handball now goes towards him, but it's going to be handballed backwards to go forward. It's a long kick down the line by Teacher Gully, just to clear it from the danger zone. Latham gets his hands up, but no mark. It's going to be out the side to Belperio. Back to him, 1-2. And now Belperio just sidestep, looks for the kick, nearly tackled as he kicks it, but gets the ball away just in time. And it's going to be just on the edge of the 50 now, with Teacher Gully looking for Latham again, 2-on-1. One of the shortest players probably in this team was 2-on-1, so it's never going to work. Belperio getting involved early for a boundary throw-in.
Hot start.
Very hot.
It'll be interesting to see the Teacher Gully forward line, how that functions live. They have some of the highest goal scorers in the competition, Latham with 28 and Tyler West with 24, so interesting to see how that goes. Stick around if you are watching to see all this action live, thanks to Division 1 Adelaide Footy League, as James White gets wrapped up there for Teacher Gully. Lockwood wins the hit down. Ball in dispute, there's plenty of numbers there. Penny does his defensive duties well. Cleared by Tyler Martin. Over Stuart Rattray's head. Oh, he's run down. That's a great tackle for Tyler West. Rubbing his head into the ground. Nice clearing ball over the outer side to Zach McKay. Goes in the Tyson Bredden direction. He's got Robinson on hand. Goes himself. Nice little squaring ball. And that's found James White nicely.
Yeah, you mentioned the forward line of Teacher Gully, having Latham 28 goals, second overall, West 24, fifth overall in the whole Adelaide Footy League, as well as Tyler Martin 6 goals last time these two faced, and Tate with 4 goals last time these two faced. So we'll see them if they get involved against Spock.
Yeah, there's certainly some potency down there. This is James White in the best players last week, so he's finding a bit of form. Left footing ball. And he likes it off the boot. Big double Cobra, that's the first of the afternoon. James White and Teacher Gully on the board. We don't have a Sportal and Hart Ultra low carb scoreboard to tell us how long's gone, but there's only a couple of minutes played in the first quarter. And that's the start that Teacher Gully was certainly after.
Yeah, big start. Most of the play in the first few minutes of this match was all in Spock's forward line, and then once Teacher Gully got over that wall and got into their forward line, the first time they really travelled down into their forward 50, they get a goal. So good efficiency by them and good kick by about 45-50 metres out. Maybe a bit less, but
I don't think we'll see too many corridor kicks. Tyler West had that one in the middle of the ground, switched it all the way to the outer side, so no ball wants to be played through the centre with that mud patch, I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah, it was a good spot. We'll definitely probably see that being the case. We'll look out if that becomes a pattern, but this kick now coming from Teacher Gully, but to no one in particular. It's cut off by Allen. Back in the team, Edward Allen, of course, the captain, one of their better players for sure. As they look inbound, but looks hesitant to go towards the mud. You're right, there's not really too many people in that part of the ground. Looks to go long down the line, and that's probably smart. Towards Bedford, out the back, nearly takes the mark. Looking to get it out of there now is Teacher Gully. There's a player off the ball, bit hurt on the field.
That was a massive contest.
See how he goes. I missed that one, but now the ball bobbling around in Spock's forward line. Handballing it over the back, Teacher Gully just trying to find someone free, goes out for a rush behind. Still hasn't moved too much. Hopefully he's alright, this player for Teacher Gully. We'll see who it is once he gets up. But it is unfortunate. We never like to see injuries, of course, and very early on in this match, Teacher Gully could be one less on the bench. But the main thing is just to make sure he's okay. This game is going to stop for a little bit as we look to help him out.
Was that one in the marking contest, was it? Between Bedford and potentially that man on the ground?
To be honest, I didn't even see it. I was looking at the ball and
yeah.
I think it might have been just off her or just maybe didn't look. Yeah, you saw it probably better than me.
Well, regardless, it's never good to see someone. And the stretcher being called, he hasn't really moved too much. So
I'm trying to work out who it is, but
this is potentially not good signs for the player in the hands of both trainers.
Yeah. Both teams in the huddle now will play on from a kick in a rush behind situation, but they'll take as much time as they need here. No rush, of course, and the time will stop for this to be sorted out properly. The players just warmed up. Now they'll be feeling the chills, I reckon, as well.
Oh, definitely.
The wind picking up a little bit, so
you wouldn't want to sit on that bench for any more than a minute.
Yeah,
Seas right back up. So you've got your Dartfish beanie on, keeping us warm down here, there, Jad.
Thanks to Dartfish for the beanie, very handy. Every game it's going to be cold in the winters. That makes it a good thing, winter sport. Taking their time just to get them stretched off. The players slowly getting back in their positions, so see what happens here. I don't know who it is yet. Stretching it off now, looking to get underway any second. We'll have still trying to work out who it is. I've been laying on his back, so unfortunately can't see his number, but looks like it is going to be Hazelhurst, so number 19. Very handy player for them in defence, running half back. Very important for modern footy, the way he takes the bounces, and good to see a clapping ovation from the fans here at Potaringa. They love their boys, and hopefully he's okay. We'll try and give you updates if we can, but they'll look after him here. They got all the good medical staff here at Teacher Gully. They'll look after him as the game does get back underway now. Long kick down the line. Nice mark taken there by Martin. The man that got 6 against Spock last time, so definitely loves playing against him.
Unless he's a defender and loves kicking goals, he's playing defence today.
He's a long way from home. He does like to push up the ground a lot, and West using his strength there just to take another mark down the wing. So that's 2 good marks in a row, contested marks into the forward line. Latham flies, just couldn't take the mark. It's going to be play on inside the forward line. Ball bobbling around, looking for an opportunity to get out, but it's going to be wrapped up. Holding the ball. Relieving, good tackle there from Spock, and clear the defence now with that free kick.
Yeah, no, it was Tyler West, like you said there, Jad, getting involved early. That'll do his confidence the world of good. He's going through just a little bit of a lean trot, 3 goals in his last 5. Normally very prominent around the big sticks.
I saw him kick 5 once here, so he loves playing at Potaringa. But
yeah, there you go.
He was the top of the league a few weeks ago with the goal kicking. Now, dropped off a bit.
Yep. Ball goes down forward. Good ball there by Stuart Rattray into the side today. Missed a few games. He's been one of their better players actually this year. 6 times in the best players. So that's a very, very handy inclusion for St. Peter's. Got Lockwood and Penny contesting this boundary throw in. Lockwood winning another hit down. To the advantage of his teammate who can take and stream it away. But I think he's kicked it out on the full judging by his reaction. And he has Teacher Gully to inbound. They look to get a switch going. Tyler Martin. Now with Jordan Persinos. Hopefully I've pronounced that right. Persinos. That's a good kick. Well chopped off there, Hamish Allen. Didn't quite hold the mark. Did well. Ball in dispute. This little rugby throw shovel out there by Teacher Gully. Wasn't seen. That hat kick forward is to no one in particular. It's with Krawczyk. I believe they call him Cheese. We're going to roll with Cheese today. Zach McKay handballing. Tyler Martin, he's had plenty of it early. That's to Penny. Just holds things up momentarily. Nice long kick down the line. Went in doubt. Kick it to Tyler West. He did well. Plenty of numbers there for both teams. It's with West. Good tackle. Chicken wing. Got to kick out. Nick McGill under that one. Well picked up. James Higgins. Very good player is James Higgins. Nick McGill, another reliable user, and clears. And that's a good mark by Tyler Martin again.
Martin now inside the 50, spots something he likes, quickly goes there and does find that mark. He was sitting by himself for not even that long, but just saw it and pinpoint kick straight to him. I believe this might be tape. We'll have a look when he turns around, but very nice kick there by Martin. He's probably been one of the best for Teach Gully early, and as we see, yep, Taper. I know he likes the colourful shoes, so that helped me pick him out. And Cody Tate, 4 goals last time they played against St. Peter's back in round 6, I believe. And now Tape comes in with a nice kick, but just to the left and stays there. So behind for the Gullies in 1-1-7 plays 0-1 in this first quarter. To be a bit of a longer quarter due to the injury, so still plenty of time for goals to occur in this one as St. Peter's try and get it out of the defence by Facey. Goes wide. Still in their defensive 50, so they're going to go long now towards the wing. Bit of a nice contest there, nice mark. Not paid, so it's going to be play on from the ump. All the players getting tackles on now. It is St. Peter's who get the best of that situation. Towards Lockwood, he's going to have to run a little bit. Nearly gets there just in time, but not quite, as I believe Martin's getting involved again, as well as Robinson. There, and Bedford
nice
using
kick.
his smarts just to
Nice
get a quick kick forward. I think they might have wanted a free kick for Teach Gully Locals. Bit of a front on contact, but it wasn't too harsh, so there's going to be a mark and a kick to goal. And yeah, very nicely kicked.
That was super smart there by Bedford. Picked it up, didn't blaze away. Saw that Ed Colley was on his own and hit him up nicely with a little 15-metre chip. Should have the distance in him.
Colley, yeah, it's going to be about 30, 45, 40 metres, maybe 35 metres. The wind probably has gone to the left, so it might affect his kick a little bit, but he looks confident. Coming in now, good kick. Bit of a wobbler, straight through the middle, so no issues with the direction of that one. And it is a goal for St. Peter's, who get there first for the match, and importantly, just equaling them on the goal tally, just a 1 point the difference in this one here at Potteringa Oval. Yeah, well called about Bedford. Just picked it up nicely, saw his teammate free, didn't try and overkick it or go to a more dangerous deeper in the forward line. Just easily picked up Colley, and it's his first.
Into the side today too, and just come off the bench, so that's an immediate impact. He'd be pleased, coach would be pleased. It's a beautiful response for St. Peter's.
Very good, and yeah, even matched first quarter here.
Penny wins that one down, didn't go anywhere, just sat in the mud. Kick forward by Martin, good pick up, Noah Hyde. Snapping ball forward, Latham couldn't quite trap it. Well picked up, Josh Spence. Latham, Noah Hyde. Oh, he had a good look at the goal there, but ill-directed and out on the full by Noah Hyde. That was sharp, that could have been a response very, very quickly.
Probably had a bit more time than he thought.
Yeah, certainly. Inbound now. Facey. Wilsden. Nick McGill, the vice captain. Working this one to the outer side. Very nice. Charlie Allen. There's a few Allens out there.
3 of them.
I'm pretty sure they're all brothers, eh? I think they are.
Yep, 3 brothers.
Oh, yeah, there's one of them there.
Confirmed by the bench.
Into the middle of the ground. Well picked up. Cormac Dwyer. Sold a bit of candy. Kick forward. Good mark. Will Montgomery, the 50th gamer, hands it off. Into the Bedford direction.
Nice.
Calls his teammate out and takes it on the chest. That was well worked. Very well worked. Right from the back pocket all the way down to the forward line. And we're right behind this one here, Jad.
Perfect angle for us, and yeah, well worked. Bedford was there. They had another player there as well. Could have been either one of them, but it was a nice kick and nicely taken. Bedford, who does love a goal, so let's see if he can nail this one.
And he comes. Pushed it out to the right. Used the breeze. That was a great goal. We'll say that he meant it. That worked back perfectly. Great goal there, Bedford. And St. Peter's hit the front by 6 points. 2 2 goals, 1, 13, plays 1 goal, 1, 7. And yeah, we do not have a live digital scoreboard down here, so we can't see how long's gone. But there can't be...
Bedford with that one there. Very handy player. Represented SA in the under-18s in 2017. 3 years with Sturt and 1 with East Perth. Played 4 games last year for them, so was a little bit of a part-timer last year. This year signed for them permanently and been very good this season.
Beautiful.
As we make our way back into the middle now, it's going to be another repeat stoppage. We'll see a bit of that in the middle with the ball not travelling as far, probably in the mud, but it's going to be a few stoppages in a row. But once they get the kick away, the game's actually been not too bad. It's been quite free-flowing and quite a good quality game with there. Some of the kicking and the skills, once it leaves that middle muddy part of the pitch. Spinning out of trouble there is Tape. Kicks it now just in towards west. Does well to pick it off the mud and goes forward in their own respect now. All over him, but fairly done. It's going to be Latham with the soccer kick forward, and now the other soccer kick the other way. So a few of the boys just deciding to soccer kick every now and again, just in these conditions. But Penny trying to pick it off the ground does well, but in the end gets wrapped up. It's going to be a stoppage right on the edge of the centre square here. Penny taps it nicely, but a big kick away by Carruthers inside the forward line now as they look to try and get it over the line for a boundary throw in. It will be have enough pressure on him. It's going to be boundary throw in just inside the 50-metre line for Spock's attack.
Been a pretty fair share, I think, through the clearances. Both sides have had their times where they've had territory. Good tap by Penny. Good tackle there by Hyde, holding up Rodos. The Adonis, did you describe him as pre-game, Jad?
Yeah. That's what Tommy Javor calls him.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he loves him.
TJ loves his nickname for
yes.
players. Penny, experienced ruckman, winning a free kick there. He's going to bite off something across the ground. That's a great kick.
Oh.
That is lace out. To Cheesy. He goes in Latham direction. Couldn't quite find him on the chest. He picks up nicely. Zigs and zags. Nice little kick inside. McKay couldn't quite find him.
McKay ran 100 metres to get to that position and nearly got him rewarded for it.
And it's going to be a boundary throw-in.
I think they were discussing it. Not too sure. But yeah, McKay was in the middle of the ground, saw that there was a bit of a gap in the forward pocket, sprinted so hard to get there, super fast. But yeah, unfortunately for them, it looks like it's going to be a last possession rule.
Who's coming off?
Right in the depth of defence as they do a long kick now towards the wing. Big pack mark, paid. Nice mark. They can progress forward with this kick now. Looks inbound for a little bit. Looks like he probably decided to go long down the line. That's where he does go eventually. Good kick though. They can take this mark here, just couldn't, and it's going to be wrapped up. The umpire says he'll sort it out. So yeah, just on the opposite wing to where we are at the moment, right in the middle of the ground, will be a stoppage here as they go back up towards the boundary line. And it's going to be tackled over for a boundary throw-in. So yeah, we've seen a few stoppages in a row here, but both teams just a bit of an arm wrestle, trying to get possession, get clear kicks away, a bit of a clearance if they can.
Hyde's been in the thick of it, a couple of strong tackles, had that shot at goal. Looks like a nice user by foot.
The kick now just dribbling along the ground, wanted to go long, but unfortunately for him, just a little bit of mistime the kick. It's going to be wrapped up quickly, and it's going to be a ball up just on the wing, right in the middle of the ground again. So I haven't moved too much for the last few minutes. George helping out in the ruck this time. Well done there by Rodos, just running out the pack backwards and then going forwards towards Gully, the goal kicker from earlier. And it's going to be over for last possession. So
they're called last possession.
Yeah,
Jeez.
So they go through now towards Hyde. So he's been good again, as you mentioned, getting possessions now. Chips it forward. Looks up the ground. West is calling for it probably about 50, 60 metres off the ball. So
He is, isn't he? Wow,
probably going to need
out.
another kick before getting there. They do go in that direction. It's a big pack. He does well to lead up and get it towards the ball. Gets his hands to it, but not quite. Couldn't take the mark. As they look for that kick inside 50, Gully trying to get out of the traffic. He does eventually towards
It's a strong
his
mark.
teammate. A strong mark paid. I believe it's Zach Mackay. We'll see in a second, but yeah, nice strong mark, and it is Mackay who gets that one, and it's going to have a kick from about 45, 50 metres. Usually plays in defence, Mackay. So interestingly, he just went up forward for a little bit. We saw him in the pocket earlier, and now we'll have a shot. So not sure exactly how good he's kicking it. I haven't seen him kick too many, but he looks confident with that kick. It's a good, strong kick. Makes the distance, no problem. Hits the post on the way through. Just couldn't get the goal they wanted there. Good kick, but yeah, hit the post.
Yeah, I think Hyde and McKay have maybe swapped wings. Hyde was on this wing at the first ball up of the game in the first few minutes, and now McKay's on this side. We'll monitor that one. Facey goes long out of defence. Nearly a mark there for the St. Peter's man, edging his man onto the ball, but good fist out of bounds. The whistles and the sirens down there are throwing me off, eh?
Same, yeah.
Keep thinking there's a free kick being blown over here. For those playing at home, 2 ovals here at Teacher Gully, one down the bottom. Kick forward, St. Peter's. Good contest, Montgomery brought it to ground.
It's good the players didn't stop playing.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a couple of times later on where they all stop. Last touch out of bounds. Going to be brought back inside by Tucker on the inbound. Short ball. Asprey gets it back. Nice ball movement here. That's Robinson in the direction. Edged under it nicely. That's Dwyer. Nice kick, clearing kick. Runner got in the way there, fortunately. Teacher Gully rebound, and that's over Latham's head.
That was Heffernan, well read by him. Sprinted hard to get in front of the ball there, and yeah, got the inside 50, but couldn't take the most of it. St. Peter's now working out of defence. They've done this pretty well to this position a few times, but just this next kick is sometimes where they struggle. So this time going for the chipping option, just a short kick. Finds Ed Allen. Again, another short kick forward.
Right.
And now finds Charlie Allen. Goes inbound towards the middle of the ground, cut off by Latham. Tricky small forward Latham, happy to help out when needed up the field, and does well on that occasion. Cut it off towards Tape. Tape inside 50, but nicely cut off there by Belperio.
He's another important inclusion today, isn't he?
Yeah, a few outs last week, and they're leading at. I think they're leading at 3/4 time, if I remember properly. I was at that game against Paynham, so they had a very good effort with all the outs, and in the end just fell short. But they're all back in today, and they'll be all keen to get the win against a team they could probably get a victory. And when you're near the bottom of the ladder, it's very important if you can verse someone similar to you to get the win. So a lot of key ins today, but that kick on that occasion just out on the full, and it's going to be Teacher Gully to bring it in. Probably not too much time left, so if we want to hurry up and get this one inside 50 and put it in a dangerous area, or maybe it looks like he's gone for a kick.
I think he's going back.
He can make the distance. I've seen him kick multiple goals outside 50 at this ground, so he definitely knows the ground well as well. Of course, fifth on the equal fifth of the most goals in Adelaide Footy League Div 1 this season with 24. Nicely struck, but just across the face of goal, missing everything. It's going to stay in. We'll go out for a last possession down the full, yeah.
Teacher Gully had a bit of momentum now in these last few minutes. St. Peter's struggling to rebound it, but they've got an opportunity now. Belperio takes a bounce. He's under a bit of pressure now. Kicks. It's not his greatest effort. Well read there by Tucker. That's a nice ball to Brogdon. He's got one-on-ones everywhere. Goes to Latham. Oh, and he shanked the kick. Well cut off there by Wilson. And they can rebound. It's with Collie. Been called to play on. Finds another mark.
Collie in defence.
Yeah, doing his defensive duties. Stuart Rattray at centre half back. What can he conjure up? Goes long to a big pack. Lockwood in there. Good spoil coming over the back. I believe that was Friday. Be a ball in. Can't be much longer left in this quarter, I wouldn't have thought, Jad. Both teams will be pretty pleased with how they've started, I think. St. Peter's in front currently by 5 points. They go forward. Well read there. That's a good intercepting mark. That's Tyler Martin again. He's probably been best on ground so far. He's been in everything down there. To McKay, who's also been good. Tucking out. Under pressure. And that goes back to Tyler Martin. Doesn't have anything on this near side, so he goes back out there. Work this well, just outside half forward. He's got plenty of options. He just pumps it long and says, mark that one, Tyler West. He's sitting under it, and he does. Great mark. It's a really good mark by Tyler West. He had some guys calling for it inboard, but I think he's going to take the ownership here and go back and try and put this one through.
Yeah, he might. He's going to be confident. Like I said, he likes to kick big goals and can make the distance from bat anyway. It's a very big kick, so he does like this angle as well. I've seen him kick a goal from this angle a few times, so it's going to be interesting. And yeah, with not much left, this could get them back in the lead.
It'll do his confidence well to good as well. 3 goals in his last 5. And that's just pushed to the near side. So Teacher Gully still with 1 goal in this quarter. Can't be much long left. 4 points the margin.
Bit of an extended quarter, of course, because of the injury. Hopefully, Hazelhurst is right. They're going to miss him though too. He's a very good player and running half back. Loves to take the ball on, take a bounce. That is Martin again getting involved. They're going to probably have a chat about him at quarter time, I imagine. See what they can do to stop his influence. He's been very good as they go long towards West again.
Good handball. And
now looking for Hyde. Hyde with the shot. Starts left, drifts a little bit right, but not enough. It's going to be another behind. So a few behinds now building for the Gullies. 4 of them, in fact. So we'll see if that becomes a pattern. They do sometimes tend to kick a lot of behinds. Last week they were good, only kicking 5, but sometimes, especially with the wind here at Potaringa, the behinds are starting to rack up a little bit. And if they want to win this one in a very crucial match for the relegation zone, and that's Martin getting possession and immediately tackled, so well done there. They've studied him just on his own. Was De Cesare with that very strong tackle. Just stuck to him, and as soon as he got the possession, got the hold on the ball, and now they go forward. Good mark, not quite, just couldn't take it. It's going to be play on, and there's the siren. So quarter time here in the Adelaide Footy League. Thanks to Dartfish for that quarter round 14 action here at Potaringa Oval. The scores are 1-4-10 plays 2-1-13 with that quarter time coming to an end. An extended quarter, hopefully everyone in terms of Hazelhurst is okay. Running half back, loves to take bounces, take the ball on. Very crucial for them, but more importantly, hopefully he's fine. It was a bit of a bad injury, it seems, with him being stretched off, but very interesting first quarter there, and 3 points of difference, Jack.
Yeah, certainly. It was definitely a seesaw. St. Peter's had majority of the ball in territory in their sort of forward half for the first part of the quarter, and then Teacher Gully in that later half started to pepper and kicked a few behinds. Unfortunately couldn't put it through the big sticks, but shapes is a very even contest. And like you said, St. Peter's 3 points the margin here at Potaringa Oval. Stick around, we'll be back for the second quarter action here on Division 1 Adelaide Footy League.
Welcome back to the second quarter here. Round 14, it's Teacher Gully versus St. Peter's. It's 3 points the margin in this one so far as we're back underway. Very interesting first quarter. We did get an update on Hazelhurst. He did get concussed. He's okay though. He's up and about. He's in good spirits. So hopefully he's okay. He won't take any part, of course, in this match, but he's good. So that's the main thing. And you know, it's never good to see injuries. So it's good to see when they do happen. He's fine. So we'll get underway now. We saw in the B grade just a bit earlier, Teacher Gully winning that one, 36-23. So they'll be hoping for a similar result here, but a bit of a low-scoring game that one. We'll see if this game can be a little bit more attacking than that. That'll be handy, but. The ball now goes towards Latham, does well to collect it, gets tackled, maybe looking for the higher, but instead it's going to be holding the ball, so well done and nice tackle by Belperio again. He's been very good early. Doesn't have too many options up forward moving for him, so just going to go towards the wing. Gets his hands up, but just couldn't take the mark. Play on the wing. Picked up nicely, but immediately tackled. Now Penny. With a big handball forward, almost a handball and hope, nearly pays off, just couldn't collect it. I don't know why he fumbled a little bit there, but again, just big tackles and another stoppage, Jack.
Yeah, no, certainly. Yeah, skill errors can sort of cost you. That was just a little bit of a fumble there by the Gully man, and they were out if he could just take it cleanly, but not to be. Hamish Allen tracking this one from the clearance. Handball through his teammate's hands. Kick long, but it's all St. Peter's, and that's Tom Facey with a nice intercepting mark. He might be on for a switch if he looks. He hasn't looked. He finds a short one inboard. Ed Allen, he can roll, and he does. He's got a one-on-one on the wing. He goes straight down the guts. Who can he find? Good spoil there by Cheesy. Bedford tracking this one for St. Peter's. Picks up, well tackled. Didn't dispose of it. Could have been pinged. Teacher Gully fans wanted it. And it's been called for a ball up. So they've gone from, like they did in the first quarter, right from defensive 50 all the way through to their forward line. So that's definitely a feature of St. Peter's play. Penny wins the tap down this time. Numbers everywhere. Kick out of defence by Gullies. Allen, nice handball to his brother. Ed kicks forward, but it's all Teacher Gully. I believe that's Tyler Martin continuing on his merry way from the first quarter. Intercepting and racking everything down at half-back. And there's a free for front on contact. Tyler Martin's going to get this one again. Handball received. Kicks long. Good pressure there by the St. Peter's man. Spence under this one for Teacher Gully. And that's a good mark. No, not paid. Facey, McGill. Oh, it's a dangerous kick inboard. Oh, it's risky, but it's paid off. He's gone to bounce it in the mud, and it's like a bar of soap. It's worked. That's Carruthers. He goes inside 50, doesn't quite find Bedford. Can he track it? He can. He's kept it in. He tried a few basketball tricks out there. Didn't quite pay off, but they've got a ball in. Hopefully they can lock it in. 3 points the margin. St. Peter's with the lead away from home. What can they conjure up? Boundary throw in. George and Penny in the ruck. They're all grappling each other. De Cesare, good take. Carruthers goes inboard. Good body work. Good spoil there by the defender. Bedford around. Reed. Higgins. Good pressure, Higgins. Soccer off the ground. Oh, goalkeeper on the line. Save that one. Penny clears. And it's all St. Peter's. Charlie Allen goes back inside. And it's a bit of yo-yo stuff happening right now, Jad.
Yeah, they've set up nice behind the ball, St. Peter's. They stop the ball when it goes out, but then that kick inside 50, not always finding where they want. And when you don't get the reward, then Taylor West pushes up the field, takes a big mark, and Robinson rolls around quickly, plays on. Looking to get the mark here is McGill, but just couldn't take it. Going to play on, and the kick forward goes through Cansdell. Over the top of everyone there, on the pocket, Tate with a soccer kick, no way, and that just goes across the face and it's going to be out for a possession here for St. Peter's to get it out of there. But that kick again, just over the top of his teammate, means the inside 50 and looks to get the mark inside 50. He nearly should have probably marked it, but That kick just turning it over a bit too easily, and now Teacher Gully can go forward. A big tackle, holding the ball. Good defensive tackle there.
That's the big ruckman.
Jordan Lockwood, the 201st gamer, after his 200 last week, is the one that gets that big defensive tackle and really relieves in pressure tackle. So his kick, though, only going as far as Tucker, who now goes towards West again, but very outnumbered, and nice intercept marker for St. Peter's.
Looks like Facey again for St. Peter's. It's a couple of intercept marks.
Very good defender, Facey, yep.
Goes long, Lockwood just over his head. Montgomery couldn't pick that one up. And let's kick back in the forward 50 for Teacher Gully. 1 on 3, and that's a good mark. Charlie Allen coming across, saving the day. Chipping it to... Something's happened here. Oh, maybe there was a free for a block, potentially. Not quite sure what happened, but Teacher Gully are going to end up with it. With tape.
Free for something, yeah, I don't know what.
Tape's got it. The mark's at about 45. He'll kick from just inside 50. You've watched more Teacher Gully than I have this year. Jad, does he have the journey?
Yeah, I think he can kick it. In terms of the journey, the direction might be a little bit of an issue with the distance.
In he comes, push to the far side.
Oh.
And that's a behind for Cody Tape.
Well called by myself.
Got to give yourself a pat on the back every now and then.
Yeah, why not? We're the experts for a reason. St. Peter's now in defence. It worked for them late in the first, chipping out defence, and they're trying again now, some short kicks. But if nothing's on, you can go long, and that's exactly what they do here towards Lockwood. Playing in front is Penny with a big fist, but it's going to be out for a boundary throw-in. So a mini win there for Teacher Gully, just locking it in their forward half of the ground with that stoppage now coming. The ball comes in, Penny trying to take it out the ruck, and now it's just going to be all about anyone can get the clearance. Allen playing in front does well. It's going to be back in through Penny, looking for a mark inside 50, but there's a lot of numbers back for St. Peter's. Well set up, but the smother with that kick, and now it's play on, and now the rush is on as they look to go forward themselves, Teacher Gully. There's a bit of a messy play, but if they can try and find a quick kick away, it's going to be wrapped up. Stoppage deep inside Teacher Gully's forward line. Very good smother, lock the ball in. West now helping out the ruck deep inside the forward line. But nice composure there by Charlie Allen. Just goes backwards to go forward, handballs it backwards to get the kick, and now Teacher Gully with a bit of a half shot, half pass from 50. Big tackle players looking to get it out of there. Nicely tackled there, forward line tackle. A few of them in a row for Teacher Gully. They look for a quick snap. Very hot. As soon as you get possession of it, you get tackled, and again it's just going to be a repeat of that. Nice shepherding, allows the kick forward this time, but to no one in particular, and there's a lot of numbers back to St. Peter's who do well to get the ball out of there. Through McGill. Big fly, short Rattray nearly takes it from the back, and well done by Collie just to get the clearance, but it's going to be another repeat inside 50 through a big handball and a big kick forward by Personos. Centering kick, no mark taken, still alive. Latham, who loves these situations, and Robertson does too with the snap away. Going for no score and a last possession rule, so very hot footy as you mentioned. As soon as someone gets their hands to it in the forward line, immediately tackled, and the forward 50 pressure from Teacher Gully as well as the defensive tackles coming from Spock has been very hot and very heated up as that kick inbound doesn't find his target, and now the Robinson with the ball looking for the snap away, looking for the kick Tucker. A little bit of a missed kick for sure out in the full. And yeah, I'll take a breather.
I think we all need a breather. It is a hot footy. Teacher Gully's pressure just in the last 5 minutes has gone up. If we had a pressure meter, it'd be over 240, 250, that's for sure. Plenty of smothers, tackles, bumps in there.
Haven't been rewarded though.
No, and that's it. That's the name of the game. Need to get that score on the scoreboard. And they currently find themselves still 2 points down. St. Peter's go to the outer side. And that was a good spoil. I think that was Tape in the marking contest. Got across. So the last 5 minutes or so, St. Peter's haven't been able to get it very far out of their defensive line. Lockwood and West and Wilsden in the ruck. Bobbling around, kick forward. It's all Teacher Gully, 5-on-1. Good tackle there by Stuart Rattray, but numbers win out. Kick inboard, Robinson. Good collect, good shrug, nice little chip, not 15. Robinson again, kicks forward, Latham, Spence, Belpiero. He's been good so far on Latham. Got the job on the second highest goal scorer in the comp, I believe. Latham. Outer side with Collie. He's got Allen, Reed. Doesn't have many. Go long down the line in these conditions. Reed, can he fly? He does. Gets a spoil. Giving his skipper a knee in the ribs for support. Ball up, right on centre wing, right on the Paradise Mazda logo. Penny, good pick up. Carruthers, left foot ball inside. That's a nice looking kick. Can he hold? He can't. Good spoil. George, back to Carruthers, followed up his work. It's all Teacher Gully down there, and it's all Tyler Martin down there. Good intercepting mark.
It's a bit of a match of the two defences there. Martin marking everything, Belperry marking everything.
Yeah, certainly.
The best player could be whoever ends up on the winners list of those two, potentially.
When St. Peter's get their ball movement going, they're pretty hard to stop. A few times where they've gone from defence to attack in a matter of seconds. Bedford, De Cesare, good shrug. Kicks forward, centre half forward. Off hands. Plenty of numbers around for Teacher Gully. It's a good intercepting mark in front of two. Charlie Allen. Goes short. Carruthers again. Another short one. Collie just chipping it around. Teacher Gully have plenty of loose numbers back. He finds a lead. George, great kick. Good mark. They did that well. They did that really well. Just found the free man and waited for a nice lead from the forward, and hopefully they get some reward on the scoreboard now.
Yeah, it's good to see as well the teammates just high-fiving and
my bad.
pats on the back.
That's John Reid with the ball, not George.
Johnny Reid, top goal scorer for the first few rounds of this year's season before being moved to defence, so definitely knows how to find the big stick. Still second in the top goal scorers with 13 goals.
And that one's drifted across the face to the far side, so minor score for St. Peter's in their first of the quarter. That takes the lead to 3 points.
A bit of a low scoring game for sure, but to be honest, both defences have been quite strong, so despite that, it's not been like a very boring game or anything like that. Just the defences have both been very strong and maybe missing a few here or there, and especially the Gullies 1 and 5, but still a very interesting game, very tight contest, and both teams not wanting to lose, not in the context of the ladder situation, the relegation battle. Hit his head hard on the ground. I saw that from here, so hopefully he's okay as well. But moving through his tape, through Tucker, and now Hyde, through the middle of the ground. The kick not the best. Only as far as McGill. Nick McGill, one of the vice captains.
Tyler Martin straight to the bench as well from that marking contest, hit his head on the ground.
Been very good for them this game. It'll be a big loss. Keep an eye on who comes back on. Hopefully it was nothing too serious with that one. St. Peter's worked the ball towards the forward line now. Long kick into the pocket, over the top, nearly takes the mark, has to play on, and the snapped away kick is smothered. It's going to be a boundary throw in. Quite a dangerous position for St. Peter's attack, so they're going to try and make the most of this situation. If they could find a quick snapper goal, find a mark somewhere inside the 50, will be very handy from this position. They get their hands to it first. Now looking inbound for others. Long high kick, good luck marking that one. No one can, just a big fist comes over the back with a big punch. It's going to be wrapped up, and the umpire will sort it out right on the boundary line. looking for a little bit of room to kick it. They go backwards out the pack, but still no luck with getting their hands to it first. And another stoppage situation. Oh, where's it going to be holding the ball? Holding the ball! Goes the way to St. Peter's that time. So
Charlie Allen.
Very nicely done. Charlie Allen been probably one of their best as well in this match so far, especially this quarter, been very good. Was in the top 3 last week when I watched him. We gave him the 1 vote, despite being on the end of a 32-point loss. He was very, very good that match and had good form coming into this one as he usually plays in defence, but looking to get a goal here. He likes it off the boot, and why not? Because that is a goal for Charlie Allen. Reward for effort, been very good this quarter in defence. Drifts up forward, does a really nice tackle, which he gets rewarded for a free kick and kicks a very nice goal as well. So well done to him and well done to Spock. Extend their lead, and in this second quarter, difficult place to go here at Potaringa with a bit of wind and a bit of coldness, and they've found a way to just be 9 points in the front.
No, certainly something out of nothing there. One of those ones where it could have just been a ball up, but can't say it's not deserved. They hemmed it in for the last few minutes, and that's the reward on the scoreboard we've been talking about. Teacher Gully haven't quite been able to do that for all their good pressure. Ball comes to this side, near side. Rodos hunts. Good tackle on Cansdell. Ball in dispute. And it's come back inside. They work it through hands. Rodos again, great pressure. It's found its way to Cansdell. Oh, that's a nice ball inside. He's found Brogdon. West wants it on his head. That's not the kick. Probably wasn't 15 anyway. Bedford chopped it off. George. Left foot ball down the line. Oh, couldn't quite.
Mark.
Paid the mark. James Higgins. He likes this matchup. Yet to be too heavily involved, but that'll do his confidence the world of good. There's another mark. Juggling it with the one hand. Stuart Rattray. Is he going back?
Looks like it, yeah.
Looks like it.
He looks to be confident. It's going to be about 50-55 metres at least.
We'll have a few choice words of advice from the Teacher Gully faithful in that pocket. In he comes. Starts it out wide. It's going to stay there. And that's a good mark. Good intercepting mark by the Teacher Gully man down there. See what they can do from defence. Goes long to a 2-on-2. Off hands, Hamish Allen collects. Or is that Rodos maybe? Kicks it inside. Comes to ground. Who's there? Hides first for Teacher Gully. A good tackle. Carruthers locks that in for St. Peter's. We'll call that a 0-0 draw.
St. Peter's, they got a goal from this situation earlier. Looking for another one. This time Allen's involved again, but couldn't get possession of it. Big kick. George helping out in defence.
He's been good. I've liked his competitiveness so far.
Yeah, he usually plays up forward. It looks like him and Reid swapped a bit. Reid kicking 3 goals last time they played Teacher Gully, and like I said, second on the goal kicking. He goes forward now, looking for a little bit of room. Right in front of the scoreboard there. A big tackle, holding the ball. It's a free kick on the way of Teacher Gully. Interesting to see, yeah, it looks, keep an eye on it, but it looks like they put Reid up forward, so interesting maybe with Michaels being
here we
out.
go.
The kick though was not paying attention. It was not very good by Teacher Gully after they won the hold on the ball. He tried to chip it sideways and nearly got caught out. It's going to be a stoppage now. Not a good situation for Teacher Gully to be in, having possession and having the free kick deep inside their forward line. The kick now coming, the snap across the face of goal, keeps rolling. It's going to be a last possession rule for Teacher Gully, but good effort from there. And yeah, they look dangerous, St. Peter's. Every time they get forward, they look to have shots on goal. See Lockwood now coming on, trying to get involved in this long kick down the line if they went that way. Now for Carruthers to get the inside 50, he's probably got a few inside 50s. That's something you can see on Dartfish. So have a look at Dartfish stats to see how many inside 50s he's got. I can remember at least 3 times him kicking it inside 50 himself, but sat nicely behind the ball. Is Edward Allen, who looks to propel his team forward. Long kick over the top into the pocket. No one's touched it. It's going to be another last possession rule on the way to Gully. So they're not afraid to kick it into those pockets, Spock. They do go there more often than not, and it does sometimes bite them in the back with giving away those last possessions. But it's still it's good courage and good game plan from them. It's probably worked so far. They've got a few goals from that situation, so they're going to continue to do it. And why not? Big fly from West, couldn't take the mark. Looking for the quick kick forward. Big tackle, high. Free kick going to St. Peter's. Not too much movement inside the forward line. He might just have to go long to the danger zone, or go back and kick it himself.
He definitely doesn't have this journey.
Kicks it low and long, nearly doesn't have the journey, but just falls short on the goal line. It's going to be a good tackle to cause the stoppage, so probably a good situation for Spock after everything's said and done.
Would have loved to have found a chest there, but the next best result is probably a boundary throw in. So let's see what they can do there. Stuart Rattray use his jump in the ruck, knock it down. Collie tracking this one, and it's going to go out again. Bit of a stalemate here the last few minutes. Conditions proving a little bit tricky out there, bit of wind around. That ball would be very heavy with the middle being a mud pit. James Higgins nearly on the end of that from the throw up. Collie in and under. Another ball up. See what Spot can do. Bobbling around, another tackle. Fergus Carruthers this time with the tackle. Certainly a stalemate. There's plenty of numbers in there. It's going to be hard to get a clear take and shot at goal. Need to get it out of this congestion. Hyde tracks this one for Gullies. He's well pressured. Makes its way out of bounds for another throw-in.
It's been in that forward line for a good few minutes now.
Yes, it definitely has. Teacher Gully had the most of it early, but it's been all Spock the last probably close to 10 minutes, I'd say. Ball comes out, Rodos handball. Penny gets it the hell out of there. It might come back, we'll wait and see. Belperio under it, flying across was Brogdon, couldn't quite hold it. West shrugs one, kicks. Asprey, West, shrugs one, kicks it off the ground. Ed Collie, good positioning. Can he find a mark? That's not the kick. Just hung it up there, unfortunately. Penny intercepts. Being told to go by the crowd. Brogdon, Lockwood, good spoil, Lockwood. Hamish Allen, Collie. Kicks it in the Reed direction. What can he do? Holds the ball out there.
Oh.
Carruthers, big shot at goal from 50. It's got the journey, that's a great goal. Something out of nothing. They've certainly deserved it. Great goal, Carruthers. And that's right on the stroke of half time, I believe. And that's going to give them a 15-point margin. Bit of breathing space, Jad.
What a pickup. It didn't let it bounce, just picked it up just as it before it hit the floor, and a very, very nice finish. Probably up there for one of the goals of the week, thanks to Bianco. So very, very nice goal there, and yeah, beautifully called.
One step from 50, bang. Great goal.
Very impressive goal, and yeah, it makes the margin out to that 15 points as you mentioned. 3 points to lead at quarter time, just the 2 goals and 1 point each means it's a 2-goal margin now, just over 2 goals. Teacher Gully finally get forward. They almost needed to see that just to bring the ball back to the middle, and they're looking to get the ball inside their forward 50. It's going to be a stoppage just on the edge of it. Late to get there was Penny, but jumped over the top in the end of Lockwood with the big tap, and now De Cesare with that kick forward towards Fergus Carruthers. Just couldn't get to him, so now Teacher Gully looking to clean it up back there. Good to see Martin back out there, so his head knock was not as bad as first it seemed, and there's the siren. So that late goal coming from St. Peter's proved to be really crucial, making that margin out to 15 points, and with not too much time left on the clock, beautifully finished, just to extend the lead over that 2-goal margin. And in a low-scoring contest like this one, that 2-goal margin could be crucial as we head to the half-time break. It's been a very good quarter. 4 goals plays one. The 4-goal kickers, Collie in the first quarter, and that second one with Bedford, Malachi Carruthers, Charlie Allen. As for Teacher Gully, we saw White kick one in the first, but goalless quarter for them, so a bit of work to do for the Gullies. Spock can also improve a little bit, but they'll be happy with the result going into this half-time break.
Yeah, certainly not a perfect game by any means. Conditions proving to be a little bit trickier than first thought, but it's just a game of territory, and if you can get your reward on the scoreboard, then that's all that counts at the end of the day. I don't think both sides will care how they get over the line as long as they get over the line. So St. Peter's will be rapt to go in 15 points to the good, and we'll be with you in the second half. Stick around, we'll be with you for the second half action very shortly here for Division 1 Adelaide Footy League round 14 action at Pertaringa Oval. St. Peter's winning at the moment by 15 points.
Depending on where depends on whether it's starting off for 100.
Good afternoon, welcome back to Pettering Oval. Just coming out of half time, approaching the second half for this Division 1 round 14 clash. Teacher Gully and St Peter's. During half time, the heavens have opened up, a bit of rain around here at Petteringa. 15 points to margin. St Peter's have the lead. Jad, how did you find that first half, mate?
Yeah, it was a very interesting half. Teacher Gully had a lot of possession, a lot of inside 50s early on that second quarter, but then St Peter's took over and they kicked 2 goals, one very late, which was crucial. Bit of a sun shower, it looks like it's already stopped, but we are back underway here in the middle of the ground, so still be wet out there despite the shower probably stopping already, which is just about a 3-4 minute shower, and the sun was still out, so nice rainbow here on the ground as well. Usually they say pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It could be 2 points at the end of the rainbow and a spot closer to avoiding relegation here in Division 1. Big kick straight from the centre from Penny, looking to get it forward. Latham's there, very tricky small forward, just couldn't get to the end of it, and big clearance away from Spock just out of their defence. Cleanly picked up, another big kick forward. Penny's there, can he influence this one? It just passes him by. Martin with that kick forward, he's been good. Sat under it nicely, good courage, just couldn't take the mark, and it's play on the far wing here. Umpire thought about giving a stoppage, but play on. Mackay getting the 1-2, getting inside 50 or the shot at goal. He goes for the chip inside towards West, uses his body, uses his strength. He thought he had the mark, it's going to be paid against him. The crowd not happy, maybe it was probably there, just took his opponent out of the play, and unfairly, said the umpire, pulls him away from the contest. No mark taken, as St Peter's get away with that one. But probably a good call from the umpire, just a little bit unfairly pushed his opponent off the ball. Nice kick down the line, gets a nice mark as well, so trying to get it out of there is Spock. Go long towards Lockwood, just falls short of him and cut off again by Martin, so really reading the play well today, being probably Teacher Gully's best in defence as the rain starts up again. So still the sun is out, but the rain is coming down, will affect the play out there. Martin going for a big mark, couldn't mark it, so just swung his fist at it with a big punch. It's going to be a free kick in a different contest now. Play on advantage.
Oh no.
But the kick rushed and it's going to be on the full, so probably should have just went back and took the free kick instead of taking the advantage. We'll just refresh you with the goal kickers. Teacher Gully, only the one that was with James White, kicked the first of the afternoon, and then Fennell St Peter's, Collie, Bedford, Charlie Allen and Malachi Carruthers on the stroke of half time, all with 1 goal apiece. 15 points to margin, 8th versus 10th here, so everything to play for both sides in a bit of a relegation dogfight. Stick around for this second half, hopefully give you a good call for all those viewing wherever you are watching. It is about 60 out from Teacher Gully's goal. Lockwood comes in and yes, does shove Penny in the back. As there's some ironic jeers from the Teacher Gully crowd, feel like they might be a bit hard done by. My bad, that's Tyler West with the ball. He must have done the ruck duties up the ground. Is he going back for a shot? Oh my goodness. I told you he likes to shoot.
He does.
He can make this distance as well.
Yeah, alright, here we go.
Very good kick.
I like to be proven wrong, so let's see what he can do. Tyler West. He's had a couple of siders so far in the first half. Confident approach, not going to make the distance, and it's marked.
Oh,
I think that's Josh Spence down there. Lockwood coming over, the big ruckman couldn't get a hand on it.
good mark.
Very good mark. It's a bit of a coach killer there. Got to be able to deal with those ones on the line. Not taking anything away from the mark. Josh Spence should kick. Made the goal umpire work, but he's put it through. Wowee. Everyone was, there was a big silence over the crowd. I think they couldn't believe if he kicked it or not. But that's his first, and Teacher Gully desperately needed that one. Josh Spence with 3 goals last week as well, so he's in good goal kicking touch. That brings the margin back to 9 points the way of St. Peter's, the away side.
Just needed the first goal of the half, Teacher Gully, and they did get that one through Spence. Big kick from West, he kicks it very nicely, just a little bit off target and couldn't make the distance, but nice mark by Spence and takes advantage of that forward line. They've been forward a lot, Teacher Gully, without making the most of it, so when they do, it's good for them to try and get back into this one. Towards Tucker, he's been good as well. Over the top, Tape, thought he marked it, but play on. McGill, always tough. Gets caught holding them high, so free kick going to him. Looks for the switch. It's on if he wants. He does go in that direction now. But nicely cut off by Mackay. He used his pace. We saw it earlier and used it there in a defensive sense to cut off that pull. Towards Latham, who takes a good mark. Latham sitting second for goals in the whole Adelaide Footy League Div 1 on 28 goals. And also 2 goals last week. So loves to kick a goal, has one of the best celebrations in the league, I'd say. When he kicks it, he gets around it.
Been well held this afternoon. Belpero's done a really good job.
Yeah, Belpero's been one of the best for Spock, and that's played a big part in Latham still being goalless, but that kick comes on now. Nicely done, scores that one. It's 2 quick goals for Teacher Gully just to bring themselves back to that 3-point margin, which we saw at quarter time break. And getting their attacking movement going, Teacher Gully, despite the little bit of rain in that quarter time break, they still found ways and avenues towards goal. 4 players last week kicking 2 goals or more, so good effort by them last week to get all that. They did, however, still lose to 35 points, but that was to Glenunga, still the undefeated team in the Adelaide Footy League. As we go back in the middle now.
Lockwood wins that down. Rodos kicked forward by Collie. Good tackle to Cesare. There's a bit in this.
I'm still going.
Umpire's just going to ignore it all, I think, and throw the ball up and say, get on with it, lads. Lockwood wins it down to Cesare again. Couldn't quite. Tucker clears in the direction of Brogden. Great spoil. Charlie Allen mops up nicely. Good handball to his brother. To the 3 of them working together. Ed's unfortunately put it out on the full.
He's a captain, I'll forgive him.
They will. Gullies look to bring this back in board. Suddenly the margin, 3 points. Pressure in the field and the intensity's gone up by 5 or 10% early in this third quarter. Good intercept mark there by Montgomery, 50th game up. Goes long, 2-on-1 for Spock. Off hands. Good contest. Ed Allen in and under. The 3 brothers working together again. Kick forward by Charlie. Lockwood nudged underneath it, and he's earned the free. He's got a 2-on-2, deep inside 50. Chooses not to go there, hands it off. Now it's inside 50. What can they do? Reed. Stuart Rattray. Got it off hands. Being pinged for a throw. So good defensive pressure there for the Gullies, not allowing an easy shot at goal and a quick response. They'll look to just take the sting out of this one as they switch to Heffernan.
Heffernan just couldn't take the mark with that switch. He's under pressure now. Big tackle. Looking for the ball was given. That chip kick to Heffernan. He couldn't take the mark, and as soon as he doesn't take the mark, they get him down there, and it's going to be Rodos with a chance now. Very good tackle by him, and he's going to go back and try and kick this one right from the pocket. Very tight angle. Gone back a long way, so looks confident. And can he get rewarded for that big tackle there? The kick coming in now, just to the left, stays left. It's going to be behind. Extends the lead to 4 points as they try and look to lock Teacher Gully inside their forward line. Big kick from Martin. Punched away there by Woolsden. Looking to get their hands onto it, but West is helping out, as well as Robinson. Kicks it to no one in particular. Still had some work to do to take the mark and done well to get in position to take a nice mark there. Towards Ed Allen. Punched away. Now Vrodos keeps it in. Gets around Robinson. Back to Vrodos. Back to Allen, I should say. And now towards Bedford. Trying to use his strength system. Get the ball there, but the ball finds its way towards the boundary line. Now looking for the kick is Bedford. To Collie. Collie running into the open goal. Kicks a nice goal, and that's his second. Very good ball movement there. Found their way through Bedford. Couldn't quite take the mark, but followed up nicely. Got his hands back to it. And found the running Collie who had time and space just to kick a very nice goal.
That's his second for the afternoon, Collie, and that's a perfect example of play the boundary line and play the whistle. I think the Gully's player might have just given up on that one and wanted it to go out of bounds, but Stuart Rattray didn't give up on it, nudged him under it, and was able to clear him out the way and get it through hands. And well finished by Ed Collie for his second of the day. So great response from St. Peter's. They desperately needed that one with Gully's just looking to get a bit of momentum, and now they've just given themselves a little bit of breathing space, back to 10 points. Martin clears for Teacher Gully out of the midfield. Brogdon gets on the end of this loose one, goes inside 50, west direction. Great body work, Wilsden takes a nice intercepting mark. And it's now with Collie on the outer side. Another little ball. Quite sure who that was. Bedford and Ed Allen sit underneath it. Bedford gets it down, 2-on-1. And he's been called for holding the man. So he's got it close to the centre of the ground. Ty Bedford, silky, smooth, skillful player. He's got a few options. He goes long to a contest. Lockwood, good spoil. Umpire's found a free, and it's going to the Teacher Gully ruckman, Penny. He's got the switch on if he wants. Biting on something in the midfield. That is audacious and dangerous. Oh, Charlie Allen and Collie couldn't work it out. It's found its way to James. He's kicked the shank kick. Ed Allen mops up, kicks forward. That goal scorer again, Collie. Nice kick forward. Carruthers, Hamish Allen. Shrugs one, great tackle. James White holding the ball. Couldn't quite get that arm free for the shrug. Handballs to Tyler Martin. He switches. Noah Hyde in an acre of space out there.
Oh.
Cuts inside on his left foot. Is that a shot at goal or is it a pass? Latham! Oh!
I should have left it maybe.
In the process.
Free kick.
I think it was in the, what do they call it? Unrealistic attempt
Yeah,
for Latham there, but nonetheless, got some people off their seats, got me off my seat.
he probably should have just smothered the opponent and left the ball to flow through. It looked on target easily on target, so could have been a goal there.
I'd rather than me time for a hanger, but that's all right. They win it back now. Tyler Martin.
He's going for it.
He's definitely marking for a shot at goal, isn't he?
Yeah.
I don't think there's much doubt he's probably been their best player today, so this is definitely some reward for his efforts if he can put it through. He knows where the goals are against St. Peter's. Kicked 6 against them in round 5 earlier this year. That's a big ball. It's a straight ball. Has it got the distance? It does! Huge goal. The vice-captain, Tyler Martin, brings the margin back to 4 points. Something out of nothing once again for the Gullies. And that gives the crowd and their players some spark and some life. 3-1 early in this third quarter. 14 minutes gone.
He looked confident. As soon as he marked it, he was like, yeah, I'm going to have a shot. And even the umpire, he had to kind of convince the umpire to let him have the time because they were like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. Went back, kicked it.
Put it
kicked
straight
it
through.
nicely, knew exactly what he was doing. And yeah, 4 points the margin. Game on here in a crucial match for the relegation. 10th plays 8 as we go into the second half here of the third quarter. Another clearance coming from Teacher Gully, but again to no one in particular, so it's going to be wrapped up for another stoppage. Just on the edge of the centre square. Lockwood and Penny, they've been the main two ruckmen at it all game. Martin again jumping on top of it. Is he going to get pinged? Instead it's going to be umpire's ball. Kick comes in now again from Teacher Gully, looking for the mark inside 50. Sliding, trying to catch it, no luck there. Goes towards James, but nice mark there by McGill. McGill into the middle of the ground. To Collie, he's got a goal. Collie now onto the wing. Good catch there by Verdos. Spins around and quickly plays on, and even from that mark plays on quickly. And now inside the forward line. Nice mark. I was on the ball the whole way through. Had about 2 people on him, but just read the ball better. And now it's going to be Stuart Rattray with potentially a shot on goal. A few players making runs for him. He's ignored them so far. Looks to go back and kick it himself.
That was a great mark. 2-on-1. Thought Martin was going to come over and kill that one, but he's held firm.
Rattray coming in now. Looks confident with that kick. Makes the distance just to the left. Not too much work for the umpire to do, just a slight shift to his right, and it's going to be a behind for them. Brings the margin down to 3 points. 3 points in this one. 16 minutes played. Big clearance there. Looking for West. No luck with the mark. It's going to be a stoppage now on the wing.
Penny grabs, kicks it out of the ruck. Bedford with a little scoop. Surprised that wasn't pinged for a throw. He got away with it. Good tackle, good follow up by Bedford, and he's been rewarded holding the ball. What can he do with it? Can he find a mark? Can he find a target? Oh, 25. Umpire's found 25.
He can kick it now.
Let's see. The mark's right on 50. He passes. Good ball. Hasn't quite found his teammate though. Stuart Rattray. That's a great follow-up tackle to lock that ball inside. 50. Very good work by the big man. We'll follow up in the ruck. Penny grabs it out. He's tackled.
Very muddy, Penny. He fell in the mud earlier, I saw that.
Yeah.
Lucky we know him.
I didn't recognise him before. Taps that one back over his head. Hyde picks up nicely. Kick forward. Martin. Belperio. Brogdon all around it. But it's gone out of bounds. About 70 from St. Peter's goal. 3-1 in this third quarter, the way of the home side, bringing that margin back to 5 points. The St. Peter's have a response. Collie couldn't quite hold the tackle. Teacher Gully looked to clear. He's under pressure straight away though. Good tackle. It's in dispute. It's free. Collie. Good tackle on Tucker. Great pressure there from both sides. St. Peter's locking that one in their forward half once again. Bedford, yeah, unfortunately pushing Penny out of the way in that ruck contest. He's got William James all on his own right in front of us. McGill just shuts that one off. He goes in the Latham direction, and McKay, good strong mark underneath that high one. Goes to Hyde, he's a left footer, he'll need to work back on that side. Kicks with his right, that's not bad. But that's a good mark by Malachi Carruthers. Goes to Wilsden. He wants it back. He's going to get it back. trying to make something out of nothing here, perhaps. Charlie Allen. Intercepted. Cansdale takes his time, finds Robinson in the pocket. And he doesn't.
Oh, played on so fast.
Yeah, he played on straight away. And it's gone all the way across the face, out in the full.
He hesitated. He thought about going back, then he thought, let me kick it, and then change his mind. And
yeah, he did, didn't he? And unfortunately, he bellied it and kicked it across the face. So no score, still 5 points the margin. Maybe halfway through this third quarter, and it's with McGill in the pocket.
Nearly 20 minutes played, so approaching time on as we look to progress in this third quarter here. Thanks to Dartfish. Turnover now, the kick coming in. Looks to have a shot at goal, straight through. Just a quick turnover there, didn't have too much room to work with, snapped away. Noah Hyde with that one, so his goal for his rewarding him for his efforts today. Very good performance by him and good kick there. Didn't have too much time to work with, picked off the ground, quick snap a goal. Almost when you don't have time to think about it, you kick it better, just knowing instinctively where the goal was. And yeah, very important goal for the Gullies.
That's part of why they signed him on permanently. Noah Hyde has that spark, and he showed it today. It's my first time watching Teacher Gully, and he's definitely been one of the standouts. Silky skills. He's also tough on the inside, laid a few big tackles as well. So got a good all-round game, and that's a very, very good goal.
And a very important goal to get them in the lead. So 1 point the lead to Teacher Gully for the first time since early in the first quarter, since they kicked that first goal. Long kick now. Again, Hyde getting involved with a nice mark. Spins around quickly. Straight towards the forward line. West just a little bit off it now. He gets involved. Can they find a bit of room for the kick? They kick it, but not 15. Play on by Latham. And dribbles it through. Latham just sitting a little bit off the pack when West comes to disrupt it. Found them out wide and knew that the ball probably wasn't 15, so it's smart by him to play on and kick his first for the match and extending his goal tally to 29 for the season. An important few minutes for the Gullies, first taking the lead and now just extending it 7 points the margin as we approach the 22nd minute mark in this third quarter here. Premiership quarter, they call it, third quarter. This one might be the relegation saving quarter for the Gullies. Who knows? Still a long way to go in this match. Very evenly matched, but it's good to see the winds slightly died down. The rain stayed away, so just as the intensity goes up, the weather's gone and calmed down a bit. So some Penny again laying down in the mud, so luckily he's he's identifiable for us because we can't even see his number anymore, how muddy he is. Back in the middle, George helping out in the ruck this time. Penny picks it up off the ground, kicks it away to no one in particular. Now the congestion comes, the tackles come, and another stoppage on the edge of the midfield, the edge of the middle box. Towards Teacher Gully's side. Jaws tried to clear it away. A big tackle, caught high. And again, it's a little bit on here, a bit of tension, a bit of pushing and shoving, but it is Hyde who wins that free kick. Very good third quarter from him, looking to get the Archie Stongs into the forward line. Big fly, big punch from the back. Nicely done by Tape, who gets a quick kick away. Can he find a mark? He does. Latham in the pocket. Tape just spotted the run of Latham and well read by him to take the good mark and have a shot at goal here. Being held well Latham most of the game by the Spock defence, but could look to get 2 in a row here. Kick coming in now. He's happy with it. It's a goal, so another one for Teacher Gully. 3 in a row for them and 2 in a row for Latham personally. Extends their lead.
13 points is the margin. So 6 goals to 1 in a flash for this quarter for Teacher Gully. Their offensive games just look to have clicked a little bit more in this third quarter. Found a few chests inside 50. And their smalls have certainly got to work. Hyde with 1, Latham with 2. Spence with 1. Can't be much longer left in this third quarter. Penny, an even contest in there with Lockwood all day. Rodos in and under, tackling. Kick forward. Bedford, Tate and Allen. Foot race to the boundary. Tate gets it. Good tackle, Hamish Allen. Nice 50-50 there from both the fellas. Penny, Lockwood. Lockwood wins that one down. Hamish Allen. Big torpedo. Who's there? Bedford. What can he make here? Good handball. Drew a player. Shot at goal. Not quite. It's going to fall short. Bring it to ground spot. Fans want ball. Stuart Rattray. Johnny Reid. Oh, punch through for a rush behind. And even 2 goals the margin now. Brought back in by Heffernan to Cansdale. Outer side, 1-on-1, Robinson could spoil Allen. And Carruthers takes that one out of bounds. Ball in, Lockwood wins that one. Not really, even contest. Spence going behind the ball for Teacher Gully, just shoring up the defence for the final couple of minutes. Here, he's a smart footballer, get himself in a good spot. It's going to fall short of him though. Carruthers, whoa, who was that flying through?
Big strong contest there.
Yeah, someone flew through there for Spock, almost kamikaze-like, and got Cansdale
rewarded for it, yeah.
High, yeah. He clears it out of there. Who can mark? No one. It's brought to ground. That's a kick. Is it going to go out last touch? No, it's going to stay in. Robinson. Back to West. And the umpire does not call that a mark. Latham wants it as a mark, but he's not going to get it.
That was a siren.
That was the siren. So that was a very, very exciting quarter.
6 goals to 1?
Yep, certainly 6 goals to 1, the home side. St. Peter's, they've been good for the first 2 quarters when Gullies have looked to attack and form a bit of momentum, but unfortunately couldn't quite halt it in that quarter. As I said, 6 goals to 1 there for the home side. I think I might be missing 1 goal scorer here. But Latham kicked 2 in that quarter, Hyde with 1, Spence with 1. And who else am I missing? Oh, I'm not sure.
That's all right. Yeah. Bit of a deja vu for me that quarter. Last week I watched Spock. They were leading by 4 points at half time against Payneham and then conceded 5 goals to 1. And in this quarter, 6 goals to 1. So a bit of deja vu watching Spock. Unfortunately, they still in this one. It's still a very evenly matched game. If they could just get their forwards moving a bit, stop the small forwards of Teacher Gully in the fourth quarter, they're still in this. But very good quarter from Teacher Gully. Found their attacking movements, and whatever the coach said at half time, Justin Machado really worked. So we'll come back after this short break, and a very interesting quarter to shape the Adelaide Footy League coming up after this.
pretty sure he kicks 3. I reckon he kicks 3.
We'll take it. Why not?
We'll pay it.
It's hard sometimes. Yeah.
Alright, welcome back. Final quarter, massive final quarter. Taking shape here at Pertaringa Oval. Round 14, 8th versus 10th. The 8th side, Teacher Gully, currently in front by 12 points. Ken Spock form a massive comeback away from home. Stick around on the Division 1 Adelaide Footy League stream to find out. They have the first clearance of the last quarter. See what they can do with it. It's with Malachi Carruthers. He's been one of their better players this afternoon. And the umpire's just having a bit of me time here. Getting him around on the mark. He's got Wilsden on this side if he wants to start a switch, but he's not going to. Yeah. 7-5, 47, 5-5, 35. 12 points to the margin for Teacher Gully. They kicked 6 goals to 1 in that third quarter. Goal kickers, Wyatt Spence, Hyde Martin with 1, and Latham, the second highest leading goal kicker in the comp with 3. Collie with 2, Bedford, Allen and Carruthers with 1 each for St. Peter's. It's at St. Peter's, centre half forward, and that's in the back there. They play on advantage. Is that high? No, it's not. They find a mark with Zach McKay. He goes to this near side. 1-on-1. Collie, been very good today, and he does well there. Ed Allen doesn't want to kick it, and the kick smothered. Can it find someone? Not quite. McKay rebounds. Cansdell. Good strong mark there by Cansdell. Ed Allen just crashing in after. Nothing in it, no malice in it. One of the nicest guys in the Adelaide Footy League. Would never want to hurt anyone. Tyler Martin now to the outer side. He's got Tyson Bredden and Hyde, but it's intercepted. Nick McGill, been pretty good today. Likes to change an angle. Carruthers, that's a piercing ball inside. Reed, good pick up, gets a handball out. Stuart Rattray, snap kick. Bedford. Umpire's called play on. Thought that was a mark. Obviously didn't have enough of it, and he's corralled his opponent out of bounds as Bedford. Is that a mark? Looked like a mark.
Sure, yeah.
Not sure.
I don't know if he touched it first or the defender, but he seemed to think it was.
George and Penny. Penny knocks him out of the way and kicks forward. Charlie Allen spoiled. Carruthers, big snap from 50. Has it got the accuracy and the distance? It has. That is a massive goal. Huge goal. First of the quarter. His second of the afternoon, and that's his second from something out of nothing. First one picked up off his toes in the second, and that's a big snapping ball from 50. That's very, very good work there by Malachi Carruthers. And that's just what Michael O'Leary would have wanted for Spock. Brings the margin back to 6 points.
6 points.
Anyone's game now, Jad.
Yeah. It was crucial for Spock to get that first goal this quarter, and that's what they've done. Makes the game interesting. 6 points the margin. Still early in this last quarter. Very crucial game of football in front of us. We're happy to bring it to you thanks to Dartfish, thanks to the Adelaide Footy League. Stoppage in the middle. Penny and Lockwood going at it. They have been like that most of the game. Those two works its way now towards the boundary line, goes over, so it's going to be a boundary throw in just in front of Heffernan and Bedford. Good crowd here today despite the cold, and we've had a bit of rain, but always the Teacher Gully fans come out to support their team, and a good away contingent from St. Peter's. Bit of a drive, but they've done well. From here, they go inside forward line, takes a bounce, Trying to lock it inside their forward line now, St. Peter's, but they find a mark through McKay, who plays on quickly. The bounce not as good as he would have hoped, so he has to just get rid of it. Towards Hyde, who tries the 1-2 with Mackay, instead decides to go towards the middle of the ground. Just over his head, but Robinson's there to help out. Nicely taken mark. A little bit messier than they would have hoped. As Hyde just in front of us calling for it, really wanted it. Didn't see him in the end and goes through the middle of the ground instead through Mackay. Not too much movement from up forward. They're all pointing towards west. They go in that direction. He goes for it. Just couldn't take the mark with Cansdale. And now Tape. Back to Cansdale. Outside the foot, hits the post. A little bit messy the whole play, but they made their way inside the forward line, and the nice 1-2 with Cansdale meant the shot hit the post, but just extends it over that 6-point margin. 7 points, that could be a very important point.
Certainly, I think there's still a few goals left in this game, but if things do get a bit tense, that 7-point buffer will be very handy. Lockwood, good spoil. Goes in the Robinson direction. Good spoil. Cansdale picks up. He's got White for support. White, Latham, Cansdale, chipping ball, Josh Spence. He marks 45 out. He's got the journey. And we're going to be right behind this one. Umpire's going to bring him round. He's a neat kick and a neat user there, Josh Spence. He's going to have the journey. It's just a question of accuracy. In he comes. 3 goals last week, 1 today. And that's across the face. Has it got the journey? It does not. Just hung up in the wind. Can they get it through? Everyone sits over it. What's the umpire going to do? Ball up. Sometimes you have your heart in your mouth with those ones. You never know what the umpire's going to pull out. What is Spot going to do here? Surely just rush it through. And that's smart football. It's what they do. Can they rebound quickly? Everyone's in their defensive 50. A large majority of them are, should I say. But he goes wide and short to the pocket. They've got a switch on with the player down if they want to use it, but they're not going to. Down the line. Stuart Rattray couldn't get there. Tyler Martin once again, as he's done all day. Goes in the direction of Spence. He was held off it, and he's won the free. Just impeded just before he was going to jump. And he's going to have another opportunity to make amends for his just short shot at goal only moments ago. Same angle on the other side, a lot closer. Question of accuracy. Josh Spence, and he's pushed it to the near side again. Keeping St. Peter's in it. They're going to need 2 goals. Eight minutes gone.
Yeah, they've had a few shots, Teacher Gully, the last few minutes. Just couldn't get the big 6 points with any of those ones, so nearly could have put the game to bed. Not quite, but if they got 3 goals out of the 3 points they've got, it would be very hard for St. Peter's to come back. But there we go. Still locks it inside their forward line towards Spence again. He's been really active this quarter. The player's saying he dived on top of it's going to be a boundary throw-in. Deep inside Teacher Gully's forward line. Looking to make the most of this situation. West one-handed at the rock with the snapped around. No way, goes through, hits the post. 3.
Wow.
Another hit the post. One-handed at the rock. Unlucky for him, wanted to be the Bianco goal of the week. Gets a $100 voucher with them, but instead it's going to be just one behind, and now Spock try and work their way out of defence. They've been locked in there for a few minutes. They find their way onto the wing. No real controlled, and no one in particular, it's going to be a stoppage down there. They'll take that with how much it's being played in their danger zone. That's 4 behinds in a row for Teacher Gully, so really, for them, their sake, they really want to make the most of it and kick their goals when they get the chances, because you never know how long they're going to last for these chances. We've seen it a few times. At that second quarter, they did very well for the first 10 minutes, and after that was all Spock. So when they get their chances, they want to make the most of it. Now towards Latham, takes the mark, plays on quickly, runs towards the centre of the ground looking to get a kick away. Instead handballs it to West, who, thinking about the 1-2, goes out, back out wide towards the pocket, just playing around with a bit too much. Teacher Gully finding tape and a big tackle. It's going to be holding the ball. A little bit too fancy with it there. Latham could have went back and tried to have a kick, instead played on, and then handballed it to West, who could have passed it back to him, instead went back into the pocket. So just messing around with it, and
25.
they get an extra 25 as well, just to help them get out of that dangerous area. Do St. Peter's. They chip it wide to Malachi Carruthers. He's been very good in the second half especially. Finding Belperio. Not too much movement for him up the ground. Has the switch if he wants to, instead goes long.
Oh, that's
through
on.
the middle of
That's
the
on.
ground. Good kick to finding the teammate there in Charlie Allen. Dangerous kick, but worked well, finding the overlapping collie. Reed with a big fly, just couldn't mark it, got 2 hands to it. Now Mackay trying to get it out of there. It's going to be holding the ball, pushing them back. Neither, says the umpire. He'll bowl it up from one end to the ground to the other. We've seen them do that a few times, St. Peter's, just rebounding from one side to the other, and they get a stoppage in their forward half. Robinson gets possession of it. The handball not the best, so all he could do was punch it away and turn over possession. Malachi Carruthers now right from the pocket, centering kick. Can they find a mark? Just over the head of everyone, and it's going to be Teacher Gully with the ball. Still some work to do to get out of here. Eventually they do find a kick out, but only as far as St. Peter's. Just couldn't take the mark though, so his teammates come in to help him. Kick forward by Montgomery. Gets his legs taken out, but play on. Is right in front of the scoreboard here. Spins out of trouble. Goes forward to the pocket, and Teacher Gully get the ball, but nice tackle means a turnover comes. Bedford with the kick. Holding the ball, so it's going to come back for a kick. Just as he's held on as he kicked it, so it's going to be Cesare having the shot at goal. 25. And an extra 25 as well.
To the goal square.
We're far from the play here, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but gave away the free kick and an extra 25, so a little bit of discipline from Teacher Gully causes the goal and reduces the margin.
We have a game. We have a game. 4 points.
And 4 points the margin with 13 minutes played in this last quarter. Game on.
Yep, certainly. You called it really well there, Jad. Game on. And once again, Teacher Gully, all the play in this first portion of the last quarter. 4 behinds. Couldn't put it on the scoreboard. All the dominance, all the pressure, locking it in there. And Spock have gone down for their second goal of the quarter. 4 points to the margin. Plenty of time left for both teams. Plenty riding on this game. Carruthers soccers it forward. De Cesare after it. So's Breeden. Handballed forward, Hyde. Who can he find? Not many. Free to St. Peter's. Behind play. Oh, that was lucky. That was very lucky. He went to kick and saw West was behind the player. Lucky he didn't, or else that would have been a turnover. Spock have it forward. Through Sam Higgins. That's a shot at goal. Open goal square. He's kicked it. He's got it through. On the run. one! That's a massive goal! Something out of nothing once again, and once again it was from half back all the way forward, and they get on the end of another 6-pointer and gives himself a 2-point margin. They play an exciting brand. It's dangerous, but they play an exciting brand, Spockos.
Bit of a counter-attack style, yeah.
Definitely.
They build up from the back and then rebound hard, get the ball in dangerous positions in the forward line and finish it.
Yeah.
Dwyer with that one, very nicely done by him. He's a key player for them as well. Wasn't the best players last week. He's kicked the goal late in this one to get back the lead, so in good form. Forward line now. Penny, but nicely marked behind the ball, Allen. Charlie Allen finds Bedford. Bedford kicks it now. Nice courage there to nearly take the intercept mark. He's going to be play on though, Martin. Ducks out of trouble, goes forward in his own respect now. Trying to pick it up off the ground is Latham. Gets tackled nicely, so pressure's hot and it's going to be a stoppage here for the umpire will bowl it up.
Back into an arm wrestle. He takes off, arches the back, kicks forward. Unfortunately, there's no one home. Tyler Martin, as he's done all afternoon, reading the plate beautifully. Zach McKay changes the angle inside. That's dangerous. Oh. It's going to work.
Just risky kick.
It's a cheesy, very risky kick, but he stood firm, and that's a risky kick on his behalf. But it's going to work. Cansdale over the top. James. Short ball inside. Latham on the chest. His teammates point to the goals. And he's going to take ownership and go back.
Don't play on this time.
Certainly not. Certainly not playing on.
Interesting, the whole bench of Teacher Gully and also the runner was screaming at him to switch the play there. And they did go in that direction and it worked out for them so far, getting a shot at goal.
Yep, certainly. Change the angle, move the defence. It works a lot of the time. Latham knows where they are. Not on this occasion. He's kicked it to the near side. And that's Teacher Gully's 5th behind of the quarter.
Could come back to bite in that one.
1 point in the margin.
1 point in the margin here. 17 and a half minutes played. Mackay with a punch. Gets wrapped up quickly though, it's going to be a stoppage.
Notice they've moved Bedford in and around the ball. He's been in a lot of centre bounces this quarter. Needs his skill and polish on the ball.
Good spot as Teacher Gully try and progress it forward, but again the congestion is good, the pressure is good from St. Peter's. Martin spare man in defence, so despite the 1 point losing margin so far, they've still got the spare man back there. Ball progresses forward now. Latham looking for the quick kick away, and instead it's going to be a bit of a rush behind, a bit of tackle over the ball. Kicked it, just very rushed. It's going to be behind, which means we're all tied up here. Brighton separating Spock on the bottom of the ladder just by that one draw margin, so a draw here could equal them up. It's going to be all about percentage if that occurs, but still time to play, still time for a winner. Big kick forward by Penny, over the top, nearly takes the mark, wants the mark, but it's going to be play on. They're trying to progress it out of there. Big soccer kick towards Bedford, nicely done, and reading the play well, just to stick a foot into it, and Bedford with a good mark gets the switch now to McGill. Nick McGill, one of the vice captains, switches again out wide to Carruthers. Long down the line, good mark. Looking to do another coast to coast. They've done that a few times this quarter. They go again deep. Out to Martin, but gives away the free kick, pushed.
He'd want to get it back quick. He might pay 25. Oh no, just inside.
Johnny Reid with the ball right in front of the goal square there. You're right, it took his time to get it back to him, eventually he does. Very tight angle, about 40 metres out. Right in front of the scoreboard. And we've got a very hot game. 19.5 minutes played here. All square. 7-11, 53 plays 8-5, 53. This kick could be the separating kick. He's going to take his best from here, Johnny Reid, but definitely knows how to score. 13 goals this season after playing defence for half of it. The kick just to the right. It's going to be a 1 point lead to spark a lot of lead changes, and St. Peter's take the lead by 1 point as we go into the 20-minute mark of this quarter.
Red time. 1 point to the visitors. Can they hold on? Or do the home side have a little bit left in them? Bedford under this one. Spence stands tall. Doesn't have much on. He's got McKay on his own in front of us. He goes there. He plays on straight away. Shanks the kick. Vrodos should mop up. He's going to be hunted. He's got to get rid of it. And that's holding the ball. Great follow-up, Zach McKay. Shake the kick. Made amends. Goes long. Anyone's ball. Latham with the fly! Big mark. Well held for the first half. Got off the chain in the third quarter. He's had a couple of looks in this last quarter, threatening to steal the game. In he comes, straight through. Brodie Latham, 4 for the afternoon. Gives his side the lead. 5 points the margin. Still a kick in it for either side.
It all started that massive tackle on Vrodos. Got the turnover and a huge fecky by Latham. He tried it earlier in the day, didn't quite go off, but this time gets the mark, and most importantly for them, gets the goal. 22 minutes played in this final quarter, 5 points the margin. A big few minutes coming up in the context of this season as we go back into the middle, right in the mud pile there. It's going to be most likely another stoppage. The umpire letting it play out. They find a way out. Looking to get it forward. It's going to be pushed in the back. Martin getting the free kick. Looks to go straight down the middle. Big pack of players here. Can anyone take a mark? Going to be a high, so St. Peter's get the ball through Charlie Allen. He's been good as well. Play on quickly. Vrodos on the wing. Long kick. Can they take a mark? Bedford reads the play well. Got his back turned to goal. Looks like he's confident to go kick it. Pointing towards the goal, so he's going to go back and back himself in from here. It's going to be about 55 minute kick. Ty Bedford got one this match. Goes from 55. Long kick, not going to make the distance. Can they find a mark? It's going to be punched over for a rush behind. 4 points the margin. Not long left here at Pottering Oval. Mackay.
It's been good today, Mackay, on that wing.
Yeah, he's been very good. He's worked up and down the wing, helped out in defence where needed. Big pack of players around this one. Good luck marking that. It's just going to fall to the ground. It's going to be Ken still trying to pick it up off the ground. Big tackle means a stoppage, and it's a lot of congestion. Both teams not wanting to give away any distance, any possessions. The kick comes now, keeps it alive, and another big tackle means another stoppage. Penny again punches it forward. West helping out up the ground. Big tackle comes, and it's just more stoppages here occurring as we look to Teacher Gully trying to lock it in. Lets the second stick down. Can anyone find a clearance here? It's just stoppage after stoppage. Seconds getting wasted.
Experienced ruckman Penny just taking every second he can off the clock. Sitting on the ball. They've sent West behind the ball. Facey just hacks it off the ground. It's all Teacher Gully though to a one-on-one. Latham and Belpiero.
Oh.
Spock one ball. He did sit on it, but he got it out. Good clearing kick by Facey. De Cesare doesn't find Bedford's chest. It's going to beat him to the line. No, he's kept it in. He's got to kick it. Got to get it forward. They do. It's a shot or a pass. Reid! Yeah! Big mark! John Reid!
Free kick. Reid's got it.
Mark or a free kick, whatever. He's got to read. He's got it.
They're saying he can't play on.
Is the siren about to go or something?
Johnny! Tell him he can't play on. Johnny!
Do they get the message out? They do, they do. So there must not be long left. 4 points the margin. John Reid. He single-handedly kept them in Div 1 last year.
Needs a goal after the siren.
3 goals versus Gullies in round 5. This for the win! He's done it! Johnny Reid! Spock win! Unbelievable scenes here. Purnaringa Oval. John Reid, the hero again. 2-point winners, the away side. I'm lost for words. 4 goals to 1 in the last quarter for St. Peter's. And they've stolen it right at the death.
You could talk tactics, you could talk movements, you could talk everything, injuries, all sorts of things happen in this match. But in the end of the day, after the siren, kick a goal to win the match, and Johnny Reid goes back and kicks it. It doesn't get much pure footy than that. Congrats to everyone at St. Peter's. They're happy with that win, of course. A very good game for them, and they'll be delighted. Depending on our results, it could be off the bottom of the ladder today, but most importantly for them, just any points they can get is crucial for that relegation battle, and doesn't get much closer than that. Commiseration to Teacher Gully, they were very good as well, and kicked very, very good in the third quarter, kicking away, but credit to St. Peter's, stayed in it, fought to the last whistle, and well called by yourself, Jack. High tension last few minutes, and good job from the bench to recognise how much time was left. Tell Johnny he can't play on, go back and kick it, and trusted his instincts, went back, and very well done by him.
Wow, I'm still lost for words. Oh, that's incredible. Yeah, like you said, commiserations for Teacher Gully. It was a pretty even arm wrestle for most of the game. Whoever come out on top probably did deserve the win. There's got to be a loser in this game, and there's got to be a winner. So congratulations, St. Peter's. Your season is still alive. And Teacher Gully, that's 6 in a row. They've gone down by us, so that's unfortunate for them. They've got some work to do to stay alive in this comp. Didn't think we'd be saying that about them going into the start of the season, or even at the midway point. As the Spockos come off. A fair contingent have made the trip down. Those final scores again, 8-11, 59, the home side, Teacher Gully. Going down, 2 points, St. Peter's, 9 goals, 7, 61. The away side coming home like a steam train, 4 goals to 1 in that final quarter. Goal kickers, Collie and Malachi Carruthers with 2, Bedford, Charlie Allen, De Cesare, Dwyer with 1, and last but not least, the match winner Johnny Reid with his only goal of the afternoon after the siren, sealing the deal. Teacher Gully, Latham with 4, and singles to White, Spence, Hyde, and Martin.
Yeah. We have to pick a best player from that.
We do.
And I don't know how. It's going to be very tricky, but thanks to Archie Stongs, the best player. And thanks to Dartfish for the broadcast. Very good game of footy. The first game I've commentated with a goal after the siren, to be honest. So,
same here. Thank you to everyone for your viewing of this game. Hopefully it was an enjoyable one. I hope it was, with the goal after the siren. Stick around. We will see you next week for more Division 1 Adelaide Footy League action for round 15. All the best. Enjoy your Saturday night. Enjoy the footy. Cheers.